Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday to you. And I'm going to start off with, I'm going to share this quote with you. A friend of mine, she sent me this lovely, beautiful card with me laughing my head off. She had taken some pictures, and we were just texting this morning. And about this and that. And I said, the perpetual gray sky is hard to take today. And this is her advice. She said, yep, it is. Here's the remedy. Turn on all your lights, turn on your favorite dance music, move your body, eat some tropical fruit, and brighten someone else's day with a call, a card, a compliment, a smile. Easy peasy. You'll be feeling better in no time. And then I went to check my mail, and I had received a card from her. So I thought, how lovely. On top of being generous and kind, she is so talented. She can take a picture, turn it into a card, and mail it to me. So why was a perpetual gray sky was getting to me? You know, it always comes back to our ability to feel. We are heart people. We are people who feel things. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Because when we think about, elevating the level of our consciousness or spirituality or ascension process or high vibe, these are interchangeable terms. We can explain them differently, but they're, rather connected together. And we can sometimes think that once you are, high consciousness, you have all the answers. The truth is, all of us have the answers, but they're not always visible to us. And sometimes, or all the time, we have to be human. We have to feel what we feel. So when I keep my attention away from all the, darkness, evil forces in the world, but at the same time, when we push it away without going inside it as much as you can stand it, I really wonder if we are able to hold the high consciousness, if we are able to sustain it. And here's what I mean by that. Being at high consciousness does not mean that you don't feel. Being at high consciousness does not mean that you don't need friends or you don't need reminders because you just know it all. It's not about knowing. It's about being able to access the information when we need it. And the truth is, even when we have the information, we don't want to access it because there's a process that happens when we go to the darker side a little bit, when we feel completely what it is that we feel. Without feeling completely, we actually do not see the contrast. Our choices are not clear. Right? I can go into like, why is this happening? Why would humans hurt humans so much? Why would somebody do that? You can take a number of things. There's enough things going on in the world that can disturb you. Of course, I can give you all kinds of spiritual answers, but we must go through the process. The process is the process of feeling. In the feeling, we are processing that energy that we are holding within ourselves so it can find its highest expression, which is love. It's always love. The answer is always love. We don't get there soon enough, or we don't see that that's the answer because we are so lost in the mud of it. But it's okay to be lost in the mud of it. Love becomes more visible. Love becomes a more viable choice because now you have more clarity because you've gone to the other side of it. And so I don't, I'm not suggesting deliberately go into all the badness in the world. you keep about your business and you don't give it energy. But at the same time, if something really comes at you and you find it hard to digest, and that's what certain things that I will notice that come to my attention perhaps for the first time and blow me away. So you have to be able to go through it to digest it, to feel the feeling, because the process is what is going to help clear the choice. So the choice is, your only choice is to be a beacon of light and love. We didn't create this world. We certainly cannot fix this world. It's not even our job, but we are here to be messengers of light and love. But that choice then becomes really deeply rooted. You become anchored in it. More and more, you give yourself the opportunity to go through the ugly process or the necessary process of feeling both sides of it. We are human. We have the need to feel other person's, it's okay to hurt for someone else. Just because it's not your pain, just because something has not happened to you personally, does not mean your heart cannot hurt at humanity's heart, right? So this is consciousness, where we are able to hold everything together so we can gain a bigger perspective. Higher consciousness would lose its meaning if we don't understand how it feels when we are in low vibe, right? Then it becomes a clear choice. We exhaust all of our mental reasoning, mental way of understanding things, and then realize only thing I can do is go up here. And that's exactly the reason why we need higher consciousness, so we can spread more light. If there's darkness in the world, it's not going to go away by itself. It's going to go away collectively when we radiate more light and more love. So that's why the process is necessary. We can't bypass the process. Um, there's this term, spiritual bypassing. We can't just make ourselves think certain good things and pretend the reality is not there. We sometimes do that when, let's just forgive. Forgiveness is needed, forgiveness is the key, but we have to go through the process to forgiveness. We have to feel the pain. We have to go inside that which you need to forgive someone or yourself for, so you can feel it completely. Feeling is healing. To feel is to free those energies, the energies of pain, the lower vibe energies, to free them in the energy of love. That is their highest expression. We do that by opening our heart. So that's why the process is absolutely needed. So how do we how do we even begin to expand or heighten our level of consciousness or expand our perception? Is simply by beginning to ask ourselves some questions like, why is this happening? What is the lesson? What am I being asked to do? How come I was born during this time? What's my job here? Has this happened before? Have I experienced this before? What do I need to learn? How is this happening for my growth and evolution? These are seemingly simple questions, but asking them can give us big insight and allow us to look at the bigger picture, give us the answers, and actually, make us feel better. Why higher consciousness, holding high vibe makes us feel better? Because that's who we are. That's what the heart is desiring to be. At the end of the day, the heart is innocent like a child. It just wants everybody to be happy. It wants to unite everybody. It just wants to be happy. It wants to include everyone. And that is the truth of our beingness. That's the truth of our being. So when we get connected with who we are without any when we don't want to get mental about higher consciousness. What I mean by that is we don't want to put mental layering over consciousness, because that's not consciousness at all. We need to actually get the mind away, or get the mind behind the heart, so it follows, it does not lead. We don't need to, when I put a mental layer, we don't need to judge ourselves high or judge somebody else low because of the level of consciousness. The truth is, nobody stays like this. That's not growth. We go here, there, plateau, and then something happens that makes us dive deep into the dark night of the soul. We go through the messy, gruesome process, and then we get up there. We're like, thank God for this revelation. Thank God for my ability to connect the dots. Now I see. You stay there, and then something else happens, because the journey to yourself is a bottomless journey. It's something that does not end. So if you're on a spiritual path, on a spiritual journey, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the act of continuously expanding, contracting. But when we contract by default, it's very different from when we contract by will, by choice. If I choose to go within, I know I'm contracting because I need to go deep into this hole. I need to see things. I need to get inside it. Rather than a natural reaction to something that we withdraw, we contract, and we don't even know we're doing it, and we can end up being stuck there. And that's the whole idea behind knowing that we are all here on a journey to ourselves. When challenges come our way, if we think, I am doomed, bad things always happen to me, then we risk being stuck there. And actually, many of us remain stuck there. Much of the world is stuck there because it thinks this is my predicament. This is my life. This is my destiny. This is my luck. My life just never changes. I am just going to be stuck here. As opposed to when we think, I wonder why is this happening again? I wonder what am I not seeing? I wonder what am I asked to do? Has this happened before? If we can think like that, then we can get unstuck. We can heal from the process, and we can elevate ourselves. So we are in this time of great shift. You can call it ascension. It's the journey from the head to the heart. It's the journey into our wholeness. Mind is segregated, small, ego. Heart is united. Heart wants to unite. It's the place of all knowing. Mind follows, mind does not lead. So it seems like the shortest distance, yet it can take us entire lifetime in getting there. So the point to take home today is give yourself permission to go through the process fully. I'm naturally built in a way, it's just my astrological sign, my part of my work is I tend to go really deep and I keep gnawing at it. Go inside it. I don't leave anything unturned until I have just connected all the dots, until I've really squeezed everything out of it. then I don't have to do it again. And then comes the aha, the revelation, the, oh my God, then this knowing. It's so subtle, but it's so clear and so profound. And I am no longer the same person. So when we, and the truth is, anything in life can transform us if we are willing to go deep enough. The trouble is, we get scared of the depth. We get scared of the process. We barely touch something, we run away. We're like, I don't want to feel this because it feels awful. I'm just going to turn on Netflix, or I'm going to call somebody, or I'm going to go eat something. We distract because the process of going inward is not work off a sissy. Somebody who's of weak heart. To be human, you have to have a strong heart, because in life, we go through so much. So being human, I always tell my clients, being human is not for sissies, whatever you want to take that word to mean. It's not meant for the weak of heart. So that's why things continue to repeat, because we actually never go inside deep enough to understand, to know. We touch the surface, we dabble a little bit, it's too uncomfortable, which on the spiritual journey, the healing path can be uncomfortable. Truth is uncomfortable. Getting to know yourself can be uncomfortable, that we quickly run away to the other side. And that's some of the trap that we get in when we say, well, I'll give it a try. I want to check this out. We're just checking things out. We're forever checking things out. And we wonder, why don't we get anywhere? It's because we never go inside one thing. The truth is, to transform or to heal, we do not, or to have higher consciousness, we don't need to dabble. We need to find one thing that has a name on it and go inside it all the way. Do you have the courage to go inside that one thing that has wisdom there for you? The depth has wisdom for you. The depth has answers for you. Because if we don't go deep inside one thing, continuously things are going to continue to repeat. Something is going to go wrong in our relationship. Something is going to go wrong in our work. Something is going to go wrong in our health. And we're like, oh my God, my life is just falling apart. No, it keeps on happening to you. It's trying to draw your attention. We need to pay attention. We need to go inside that one thing and go through the questions and be willing to take the time, be willing to feel that which you are continuously avoiding, because that gives it more power, right? So, and pain never kills anyone. If you cry your eyes out, nothing happens. Nothing happens. You remain there. You actually feel lighter. You feel more like you. You feel softer, tender, more loving, because you have touched the depths of your own heart. How many problems are happening in the world because those people have not touched the depths of their own heart? They're in their head, running amok. So when we can touch the depths of our own heart, compassion is born out of that. To understand and touch the depths of someone else's heart, we have to touch the depths of our own heart. So, share in comments if this resonated with you. What is the healing process that you're going through? What are your challenges? And if you, by the way, have not yet signed in to join my 6-month mentorship program, the applications are still coming in, but there is limited spot. We begin the program end of February. So this is my 6-month spiritual mentorship program, where I'm going to make spirituality practical, because spirituality is in the practical. It's not something beyond or outside of our life. It's actually part of our life. It's how we do life. is going through all the health challenges. Health challenges to me are life challenges. Health challenges that we have hiccups around, we get lost in, is going through all of that and giving the power of your health in your own hands. So we stop looking to the next gimmick, the next app, the next scientific study to begin to heal, to begin to claim our health back. So if you have not yet applied, what are you waiting for? The link is in the video. It's an online application, will take you 5 minutes. Go ahead and fill out the application. If this interests you, this is not for everybody. Everybody needs this type of work, but not everybody is going to do it. But if you are willing to do it, if you want to commit to your health and well-being and your ascension, and you want to be the multidimensional human being you're designed to be, if you want to be a beacon of love and light to others, if you want to spread more love and light to your own family, to your own community, and you can make a 6-month commitment, it's not a big deal, then click the link and apply to be in the program. Once I get your application, you and I will chat and see if this is a good fit. And the program is from March to August. Late February is when we will have our orientation. Right now, I'm in the process of getting applications, the interview process, and the whole bit. So the link is below if that interests you. But other than that, I wish you a wonderful day. So I don't know where you're watching from, but it's rainy and cloudy here, and it was getting on my nerves because I had some other piece of information a friend shared with me about the weather being bioengineered. That's why I went inside and I became like a kid. Why would somebody do that? How can somebody do that? Just, and that's a process I went through. So then I understand my choice is clear. If it wasn't clear what my job here is to be, then that made it, even if I forgot for a moment, then that made it clear. The only thing I'm here to do is to be a lighthouse. All of us are here to do that. You don't need further education. You don't need anything. Be a beacon of light and love. But the only thing you need to do in order to be a beacon of love and light, you have to battle. You have to go through and heal your own darkness. To heal the darkness is to hold your darkness. Darkness and light is to value it as much as you value the light, because dark and light is just the other side of the coin. It's not separate from it. We have to be able to hold the whole thing. We can't judge darkness and push it away because it's there. It's part of our psyche. That's why it's showing up in the collective, right? It doesn't matter if I'm more light, you're less light, I'm high. It doesn't matter. We are affecting each other's energy. We're affecting each other's vibe. We are in this together. Even those people that we may not like so much. We can only deal with the energies that we're given with. So these are darker energies. If I'm dealing with the energy of darkness, I have to play that out. But if I want to hold the higher consciousness, I have to see it for what it is. And understand that the only way to dissipate darkness is that it's looking for light. It's ready to know light and love. The pain within you is coming up to surface because it's ready to know love. So show it love. Open your heart. Feel it. Heal it. All right, that's enough for today. Have yourself a beautiful day. And thank you for tuning in. I love to hear if you got something out of this video. And I look forward to seeing you at the next video. So be sure to click the link to sign up for my program. The detailed link is also there if that type of work interests you. Thank you so much. I'm Meena Puri, by the way. You see it on my screen. And have yourself a beautiful day. See you later.